Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you can play a song called She Looks So Perfect by 5 Seconds of Summer. And it starts out with this cool little intro hit, actually kind of on an E and a B note. And you can do this a couple of different ways. You can play an open E and open B, kind of working those at the same time. Or you can make it a harmonic lick. And what a harmonic is where you kind of lightly touch the string and get a kind of a chime sound to come out. And what I'm doing is kind of lightly touching the string, not actually playing the 12th fret, but kind of getting my first finger to lightly touching it and then kind of bringing out the note. And if you bring your pick or your fingers kind of back closer to the saddle, sometimes that'll kind of help that. And sometimes actually, if you're using a pick, you can kind of flick it out, and kind of almost get the string vibrating more into the guitar to bring that out. And it's almost like a double hit on that E and B note before we kind of start our main progression. Or you could even use the open E and B. Or another option would be to do the harmonic idea on 5th fret, which would be the same two notes, kind of that E and B that way. Or you could even kind of hold down the 4th fret on the G string, 5th fret on the B string, and kind of do an E and a B. And actually, that can be kind of cool. It's the same notes as the open strings, but it might give you more control over it if you kind of like that sound better than the open strings. So that can be cool to kind of fret the notes. And there's this cool little bass lick that comes in around those notes later on, where you could play the open E, and then we go to 4th fret on the low E, and then we go to 4th fret on the A, and then we go to open E. It's kind of our bass idea, kind of an E note, G sharp, C sharp, A. And one way to kind of back those notes up is using some things called power chords, where you can take the first finger and put them on the A string 2nd fret and kind of use just the E and the A string. Kind of make that a really, really thick sound. I'm kind of taking my flat in my right hand and putting it down on top of the strings. Get a little bit of muting out of that too. Actually, you kind of hear that almost like an 8 count later on in the tune. So you got an E idea. And then for the G sharp, you can make it a G sharp 5 by doing 1st finger on the low E 4th fret, 3rd finger on the A string 6th fret, and kind of working just those two notes for your G sharp. And then for the C sharp note, we could do 1st finger on the A string 4th, 3rd finger on the D string 6th fret. It's kind of a C sharp and a G sharp note together for a C sharp 5. And then we could use an A5 power chord where you could do open A and 2nd fret on the D. It's kind of an A5. Or if it's a little bit easier for you to kind of jump to the 1st finger on the low E 5th, 3rd finger on the A string 7, you could use that for an A5 if that feels a little bit better. And actually for the E5, you could make it thicker by doing 1st finger on the A string 7, 3rd finger on the D string 9, if you kind of dig on that for the E5. So it's basically taking that 5 chord idea and then kind of moving it around for those notes of the lick. C sharp, A, E5, G sharp, C sharp, A. Or you could back it up with some things called chords. And you'd start on an E major chord. We play E major. 1st finger goes to G on the 1st fret, 2nd finger on the A string 2nd fret, and 3rd finger on the D string the 2nd fret. If you strum all those together, that sounds an E major chord. It sounds really, really happy. And from the E, we'd be going to a G sharp minor chord, where you could do this as a 4th fret bar, 3rd finger on the A string 6th, pinky on the D string 6th. Kind of strum all those together. That's a G sharp minor chord. Or you could lift off the pinky and make that kind of a G sharp minor 7 if you want to dig on that sound. The G sharp minor, we go to a C sharp minor chord, which is also a 4th fret bar. 2nd finger on the B string 5th, 3rd finger on the D 6th, pinky on the G 6th. If you strum all those together, that sounds a C sharp minor chord, and it sounds really sad. Now you may also want to think about lifting off the pinky, making that a C sharp minor 7. And then from the C sharp, we'd be going to an A major chord. And we play A major. 1st finger goes to the D 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the G 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the B string 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And that's basically our chord progression through the song, actually, with lots of variations. It's kind of an E major, G sharp minor, C sharp minor, A major, or randomly. There are other places to play these chords. For the E, you could even do this as kind of a 1st fret bar on the 7th fret, 3rd finger over the D, G, and B. It's kind of another way to do the E major. Randomly, what also might be kind of cool for the A major is to do it as a bar chord too, where you can do first finger is a 5th fret bar, second finger on the G 6th fret, third finger on the A7, pinky on the D string 7. Kind of work that for the A major. So if you dig on the bar chord shapes, you got the E, G sharp minor, C sharp minor, A, G sharp minor, C sharp minor, A. And I'm kind of doing that 8 down count. Although there's a couple of the strumming options you may want to think about. You could do one of my favorite strum patterns, which is down, down, up, up, down, up. So if you took the E and tried that a lot, you'd have bass notes, and a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, up, down, up, you're throwing a bass for the chord. So on the E you'd have low E for the bass, on the G sharp minor you'd have low E for the bass, on the C sharp minor you'd have the A for the bass, on the A you'd have the A for the bass. So if you kind of dig on that, you can kind of add in bass notes. G sharp minor, C sharp minor, another strum pattern I would think about is something called a 16th note strum pattern. Actually, this works really well, especially for the chorus. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're kind of dividing that into 2 parts, so that are down, down, up, up, down, up. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, up, down, down, up, down. And what I mean by that is if you take the E and do a down for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you do a down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 down. And then on the third beat, you'd be doing an up on 2, down on 3. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you'd be going down, up, down, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, 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 down. So all together, you got down, 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 down. So we try that. The weird part is what you want to do is kind of have that pattern between the chords. So you can do the E with the down, 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 up, but then go to the G sharp minor for the up, down, down, up, down, and then go to the C sharp minor for the down, 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 up, and then go to the A for the up, down, down, up. So all together you have E, down, down, G sharp minor, up, down, down, up, down, C sharp minor, down, down, A, up, down, 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 G sharp minor, C sharp minor, A. That seems really weird to you. You could do just the down, down, down up on each chord. E, sharp minor, C sharp minor, A could be kind of cool too. Or you could add basses to that and have the E, down, down, G sharp minor, down, down, C sharp minor, A, G sharp minor, C sharp minor, A. Or you can split the pattern with basses. And this can be very hip, just doing kind of a bass, down, down, up on the E, and then going to G sharp minor for a up bass, down, up, down, and then going to C sharp minor for a bass, down, down, up, A with a up bass, down, up, down. That's a little funky there. E, down, down, G sharp minor, C sharp minor, A, G sharp minor, C sharp minor, A, G sharp minor, C sharp minor. And that's basically our chord progression through the song, and so you may want to kind basics of how you can strum through She Looks So Perfect, about 5 Seconds of Summer. So good luck!